Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some Wolcen. Last time we failed a little bit at the mandates board and then completed our first expedition as we started the end game. Trying to figure out if we actually want to do this build or not. I think we might need more toughness because we just don't have a lot of health. Like, my build is very glass cannon. If we look at like all of my gear, like I said, I've been picking the gear that just increases my damage by the most. So I've really been ignoring everything else. But I'm just trying to get to the max level now, and then we'll see what we actually want to do. So why don't we do another one of these expeditions? It'll be level 40 again. We should maybe try a modifier. It does cost 2,500 gold. I have 55,000. I was saying only, but it seems like a little bit a lot. So why don't we roll one modifier and see what it does?
Phoenix are always here.
And then you can see that it increases our magic find as well as item quality and as well as productivity. It doesn't actually tell us how much it increases productivity for some reason, which is weird. Okay, so enemies have lightning bolt boss modifier, occult resistance. Do we even have any occult damage? We have a little bit. Sure, give him occult resistance. That's fine. What does that mean? You could choose to add a random modifier, increasing the difficulty. If you complete it, loot drops will be more frequent and of higher rarity. If you accept multiple area modifiers, you have the option to take on the Wrath of Saracel, allowing Untainteds to challenge you during the expedition. You will be rewarded at the end of the expedition instead of receiving loot drops. Interesting. So we would need to accept... Oh, now it tells us we get 10% productivity. So we would need to accept more. Why don't we start with one and we'll go up from there. I don't just want to like die repeatedly because that would be not fun. But yeah, this game has definitely made me want to go back and look at Diablo again. I don't think I want to play Path of Exile. I just really don't like the aesthetic of Path of Exile. And that tends to be fairly important to me when playing a game. Like, I need to like what it looks like. And I like what this game looks like. It looks pretty good. Besides like a few visual bugs every once in a while, this game looks very nice. And I think Diablo is kind of like similar looking in this, but I'm not sure if maybe I should just wait for Diablo 4. I don't know what the expected release date of Diablo 4 is. I know people have been waiting for it for years, so it's kind of hard to know how to make that decision, I guess. Give me the turret, because we got like a boss enemy coming up over here. They're just barely out of range. I couldn't see your ability because it was in the staircase, sir. Quickly give me the... Uh-oh. Hit him with the bombs!
The bigger they are, the
Oh, the turret killed him while I was busy getting sucked up. Ooh, we got a cursed chest over there. We like that. Here's just a regular loot box. Alright, cursed chest. Apparently the enemies up there are either stuck... Well, he's broken currently. There we go. We actually just killed him essentially off screen. Which makes me think that another useful thing that I could do is there's a node that increases your damage if you're far away from enemies. Now I have one problem. Like, there's two different nodes that I could use. One seems like it increases your damage a lot more than the other one. But the trade-off is that it gives you, like, to get to it, you have to accept a different node that gives your projectiles piercing, which seems cool, but my bouncing bullets don't actually work if they have pierce remaining. So I think it would be a mistake to grab that, because I think it would just ruin my build. Now this pistol is really bad, apparently. Huh, I guess this pistol... Is all of our loot dropping lower at the moment? It's all dropping at 37 instead of 41. I thought things were supposed to be higher level with the stuff that we accepted.
Gotta catch my breath.
That's okay. I'm sure there'll be more good loot. Kill everybody. How did I miss you? That's amazing. So a lot of like the other destructible stuff, like the crates, give you money, but it doesn't give you that much money. But a lot of times I'll either accidentally hit them because the bouncing bullets will jump to them, or I'll just shoot them as I'm running by and grab it anyways. Okay, there's just a random merchant over there. I think I've seen that merchant before. Alright, well, we somehow dealt with that. What do you have?
You are just in time. Now do what you must.
Well, you don't have any pistols. Do you have any cool rings? No, not really. Okay, so they have a unique for 32,000. What do you do? Gives us a lot of toxic damage. Now, I think this is actually pretty good. And it's a unique. So I think I might buy it even though it costs a whole bunch of money. Because I feel like this will increase our damage by a lot. So let's buy it.
Shared what had to be shared.
And then we'll try... So that slot, it increases our damage by like 100. That slot, it does slightly less. So we'll put it in this slot here. And that should increase our damage by quite a bit. I do have 2 other uniques. Neither of them are useful for my build. One of them, like, greatly lowers attack speed, but increases... It's either it lowers attack speed or it lowers crit, but it greatly increases melee damage, which obviously is not relevant here, but I could see it being relevant in a melee build. And then the other one I have just, like, boosts all your spell damages. I heard something drop. Alright, let's get down to this, like, boss-like enemy down here. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh no, he pulled me! I was trying to use my, like, dodge away skill. But then I got pulled. Yeah, hit that. How did you hit me while hitting my clone dude? Okay, so we're trying to deal with the ads. Apparently we broke this guy while he was off screen. Ow, if you could not, that would be great.
No.
Well, the turret finished him off, so that was nice. We got a new pistol that we should take a look at. Is this the new pistol? Yeah, it must be. Well, it's not very good, so I guess we'll pass. Yeah, all this gear is a little bit behind our gear at the moment. It's got a very high drop rate of... What are the yellows even called? They're called rare. So I guess blue is uncommon, white is common, and then a purple is unique, and I guess orange is probably legendary. Oh, we're so close. And this time we'll also probably try and do another floor.
It's not possible.
Did everyone die to that? Okay, challenge the boss. So it says the boss is over this way, so... Got some new gauntlets. There's some demons now. We haven't really been seeing any demons so far. Not in this area, at least. Alright, boss has got to be close. Oh, hey. Okay, is that the boss? No, maybe. This has got to be the boss, but it's...
My endurance is waning.
Ow, he's got this giant spinning thing around him. It's highly annoying. Oh, we broke him. What? Okay, excuse you. Is the giant spinning axe gone now? So I think that's one of the abilities in the game, which is also the ability, I think it's called Bleeding Edge, and it's supposed to be the strongest build in the game, as far as I know. Oh, there's a chest back here.
Nope.
I don't have enough room. Alright, we should probably check some of our items and see if they are any better. Whoops. What else do we got? We got a pair of boots, not better. Pair of pants, nope. Ooh, those were close. Alright, so we got a whole nother row that I didn't really look at yet. Helmet, nope. Oh, here we go. There's an upgrade. And then we can get rid of everything else. Plus we can pick these up and use them. Alright, let's go to this trade shrine, get rid of all this inventory stuff. Because how much are we getting? We're getting like 260 about every time we sell one of these items. It is a little bit difficult to sell a lot of items in this game quickly. It tends to be a little bit slow, and sometimes it just picks up the item. I think that's the most annoying part. It's like if you... I don't even know, like I can't replicate it. There it happened on accident, but if you click and drag with the right click, it doesn't do it. So it just kind of sometimes does it. No other chests here? Alright, so we're gonna go next level. And now if we remember, the enemies are supposed to be level 40, so we'll see if in the next level they go up to 41. It does say enemies are level 41 over here, and our magic find went up by 5%. Got some pants. That was a new style of pants. I wonder what the item level of those items are. Okay, so now they're at 41. They're not more useful though. I thought they might be because they had some damage on them. So these guys are also, they have an annoying buff where you can't actually do damage to them if you're outside of that circle. So I guess that's the other thing that is very good against me. You got the shield guys, and then you got the guys who have like a dome of protection, I think it's called. Whoa! Apparently the ice damage stays on the floor. It's not a common debuff that you see, floor ice damage.
You've been outmatched.
Alright, so we're just hunting down enemies, looking for some gear. Oh, jeez. Didn't see you guys coming. Hello? Got some boots. We're really just looking for like legendaries and stuff to actually get our gear to start being really ridiculous. But we might not be able to expect that until we actually get to the max level. Give me this so I can use it. We got some dye. Do I already have this dye? Nope. There's a lot of dyes in this game. I feel like I'm constantly using dyes. It's very rare that I find a dye that I already have as well. Chest piece. Alright, so we're almost done with this floor, and this floor wasn't very hard so far. We don't know how the boss will be. We haven't seen more of those like dome protection shields. I'm gonna guess that the boss is down, so we're gonna go that way. Oh, we've already been here. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, I'm gonna guess that it's up then, because we came from down. Every once in a while, I'll make a loop on myself without realizing it. It's not the game's fault. It's just because I'm not really paying attention. Ooh, we missed this chest earlier. And then these crystals kind of just like spawn enemies until you kill them. I don't know if you could, because they usually drop rewards. I don't know if they drop better rewards the longer you let them spawn enemies or not. Generally, I just try and kill them as quickly as possible, so I don't have to worry about it. I guess at the end of the floor, we'll check if anything gave us something new or good. Okay, so we are complete. I think the boss is gonna be right down here. It's gonna be down though, it looks like. We kill everybody? Okay, so it should be right over here. I think this is the boss. Oh, hello.
Not right now.
Okay. I mean, that definitely looks like a boss, however, I would argue that that was a very difficult situation to escape from. What on earth? I thought I wasn't in the actual beam. And that's what I mean about the hitboxes, like, I didn't feel like I was in the beam, but the game said otherwise. And that was not the boss, apparently. I was just a very angry individual. Give me this die. What about this ring? I feel like, because I originally had started a character offline, because apparently the servers were having some problems, so I just started offline without even trying online, and now this character is online. But I got a ring, one of those steel rings, like this type of ring. Each type of ring like has specific stats that they'll have, so this one always, a steel ring will always have crit hit damage as its main stat. And I just got like this blue steel ring that was just like the best ring I have ever seen in my entire life, and I think that blue ring is still better than any ring that this character has found, and this character is significantly higher level, because it gave like, at its base for some reason it gave like plus 24% crit hit damage, and then its modifier, because blues only get one modifier, it had a modifier of like plus 33% crit hit damage, so it was giving me like 50% crit damage. And that from just one piece of gear seemed pretty crazy. Now, is this gonna take us to the boss? I think it will. Hopefully we don't die. Because we died twice to that random, like, demon enemy. I don't even know why he was there. Hey, we got a new skin for chest pieces. Okay, this has got to be the boss. I also see the shop here, so it's got to be it. It's another demon. I believe in you, turret. Ooh, excuse me? The projectile had not reached me yet.
They're gonna need more than that to take me down.
He's broken. Quickly. Did we kill him? Okay, we did it. Now it does look like, because we died on the first floor once, I think. And we died on this floor 3 times. So, I'm pretty sure your deaths reset every single floor. Which means we could probably try and do another floor. But then it's getting a little bit dicey. So maybe we'll call it on 2 floors this time. Let's look at all of our gear. So, I think everything is new at the moment. That's not better. It's gonna be, this actually is better than our legendary chest piece. It is a level 17 legendary chest piece. It's giving us 35 ferocity and 20% material damage. Since most of our damage is material damage, that's pretty massive. So we'll go ahead and save our legendary for now. What about you? You decrease our damage, just barely. Do you increase our damage? There's a chance. Just because crit hit damage, it does on this thing. Increases our damage by a lot, actually. And you also got to remember anything with a slot on it. So like these 2 chest pieces have the same slot, but you might be able to get more damage out of something with a slot on it. Just because you can put these things in and they're going to give bonuses based on what the slot is. So there's 9 different slot types you can see here, and each of these gems is going to give different bonuses to each of those slot types depending on what you put it in. I think I already did some of these, I just wasn't paying attention. Oops. Nope. Alright, so we're getting our damage up there. Let's go ahead and sell all this stuff. Should I keep this ring? This ring was very good, but I don't think I need it. At the moment, I'm just keeping like legendaries and uniques. Every once in a while, I'll keep some of these rares that I think might be useful for a different build. Like a sword or something. Alright, so we made it back.
Ah, you're back in Stormfall. Well, don't ask me about what's been going on. I've barely looked up from my lab.
So we got lots of XP, but we didn't quite level up. I didn't get any bonus for not being downed, obviously. I guess we'd have to do a lot more difficult stuff for that. So let's look at our map now. So we got 36 out of 50 progress on the garrison. And we're at 50 out of 2,000 on this other thing. I don't even know why I started this other thing. I think it's this right here. It will permanently increase our gold find. It cost me $100,000. But I feel like it'll pay off in the long run. But right now, since our productivity is so low, it's gonna take us a while to actually finish it. I feel like we should do more things to increase our productivity. Your maximum active projects. See, this is also, we should get this so we can increase our active projects. And then this will increase productivity. So we should first increase our... That's a tough one. This one's gonna take less time because it's only 100. So we should do the productivity one first after we finish the garrison.
Let me guess. You want a contract?
And we made a lot of gold. Like in there we spent the 32,000 gold or whatever for the ring, but we also spent 2,500 for a modifier. So we spent like 35,000. We had 55,000. So that means we got back 18,000, 19,000 just from that dungeon.
Back to work.
So we definitely made a lot more than we spent if you don't include the ring, because the ring was a special. I don't think we're always gonna find a ring like that. Enemies have occult resist. Yeah, we decided that would be fine. Enemies have flaming missiles boss modifier. That sounds like something I don't want to deal with. So this time we're gonna try 2. Underlings have minus 76% crowd duration. Yeah, I think that's fine. We don't have a lot of CC, so that seems fine to me. Do we want to try and go for a third one? Why can't we do this? Oh, we must have to fill up this red bar to actually be able to do this? That would make sense. Let's go for one more. Special enemies have Hall of Spears. I don't like that. Minus 30% rage generation. I feel like we gotta go with the minus rage generation. Can I just not choose a modifier? No, I think we go with this, and we'll be able to do it. I'm fairly certain that we can still make it. Now, whether or not we can do 2 floors or not might be a little bit more difficult. Okay. So we have like 60% increased gold find. And I forget, like 24% more rare stuff, plus like 40% productivity increase. So we're gonna want to make sure we get this mission done, preferably. But I'm not sure if we should go for floor 2 or not. Because I think if we die on floor 2, then we fail the whole thing. Alright, I hate that. I hate the guys. Oh yes, he walked so the turret can hit him. Get wrecked. I feel like that's my best strategy of dealing with that. Is just make them walk into the turret. Okay. We gotta back up a little bit. There was some damage happening there. Ooh. Ow.
Need more power.
Alright, we just watched our health bar there, so we could actually pop a potion if it was gonna get bad. Oh, there's pants. Give me your pants. I thought those were enemies. Those are just poor little vases. Ah, there's lots of dome enemies. It's okay, our turret handled the situation while I distracted him with gunfire that I don't think actually did anything. Oh, hello. Every once in a while, enemies just ambush you, which is highly rude. So, oh, there's one more enemy left. Excuse me, map. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, there's rats. Where did you come from, rats? So if I was gonna guess, boss is probably down here. Well, it can only be over here or over here, so I guess we go this way first. Ooh, there's a side room on these. I didn't actually know these could have side rooms, so I guess we'll look at that next. So this right here is like a little side path. The story had a lot of these in the areas where it's just kind of like you go down this side path and there's just some enemies for you to kill and some rewards in the path. Nothing like super special, but I wonder if you find side paths on something like this, if it does have something super special. Wait, oh, that's the way to leave. I see. Like there could be like a super scary boss or something. And this still makes progress towards our hunting down enemies, which is cool. Ooh, there's a scarab. It's like a loot pinata. Like a lot of these kinds of games have something that's a loot pinata. In this game, it's a scarab. So that golden dude over there. We need to catch up to him. Alright, we managed to actually kill him. You can see he just drops absurd amounts of gold. There's also a cursed chest in here, which we'll get to in just a second. Oh, I thought that was a chest. That was not a chest. And then he just dropped, like, a whole bunch of gear and stuff. And I don't know how much XP he gave us. It was kind of hard to tell. We did level up, but I know we were fairly close to leveling up already. So I wouldn't necessarily accredit it to the loot pinata. I'm trying to think if we need to start getting a little bit tankier. It could definitely help us. But we don't have a lot of resistance stats to begin with. So it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, so we can finally get this, which should boost our damage ridiculously, and then this will even boost it even more. Like, this gives us 75 on crit, and this will give us plus 25 more. So we'll probably want to get both of those. But let's go ahead and do this cursed chest real quick. Easy enough. There's lots of pants here. There was 3 pairs of pants in that chest. Why don't we look at the gear, because we haven't actually looked at any gear. Oh, don't equip the axe. Now I've done it. We want 2 pistols. I don't know why having 2 pistols equipped for some reason like dramatically lowers your damage. So your average, oh, I did it again. Shoot, where'd the pistol go? So like your average damage, I'm not sure how it's calculated, but it's definitely calculated based off of your attack speed and like crit chance, as well as like all your damage stats. But then like dual pistols, the advantage to them is they fire really quickly. For some reason, the game doesn't appear to calculate that into the average damage. And it just says you do like stupidly low damage when you're using dual pistols. Which I don't believe. I think it's just wrong. But it could be correct, I suppose. Obviously, the advantage of dual pistols is that you're firing a whole lot, so the attack speed should be calculated in, but whatever. Alright, so we said that the boss is probably down. Oh, hello.
I need more power.
So the boss could be this way or it could be this way. I kind of want to go this way. Oh, there's not another guy? Ooh, we did actually level up some of our skills, so we can show that. It's been a while since I actually leveled up skills. So here we unlock the next thing, which would just give us more cooldown. Unfortunately, it didn't give us another point for this level up. So I don't think we're going to change up anything. Increases the range, +7. That might actually be really good. What would we get rid of, though? Probably the rage for more range. So now we should have like ridiculous range on it because we have both of the range upgrades. And then what's this one? Increases weapon damage. I like that. So let's get rid of our ailment damage. Because the rocket, I believe it only does fire. So I think just having the base rocket do more damage is going to be more valuable than the ailment. I could be wrong. I generally just don't know. A lot of the things I've been doing in this game are just based off of what I think and not necessarily what is correct.
Should have brought a pack horse.
Ooh. Oh, you can't use the town portal. So I see a scarab over there, which I would very much like to fight, but we don't have any more space or items. And we can't teleport back to town. So we need to find the end if we want to be able to pick up all these extra items. Okay, so challenge the boss. The boss is up from the scarab. So let's go over to the scarab. Okay, so we managed to kill the scarab quite easily. We'll still get all the gold right now, but we're gonna have to come back to actually get the items. Ooh, I just got an achievement. I must have like collected a total amount of gold or something. So we'll come back get those after we sell all of our other stuff. There's a boss down here that I kind of want to fight as well before we go, because I think we're only going to do one floor on this one. Oh, that guy's scary. I don't like you. Yeah, we struggled with you in the past, so I'm going to be careful about you. Oh! I didn't think he'd keep doing damage after he was dead. Okay, so there's a few more items over here that we can come back and grab once we finish the actual boss and get to the trading thing. Ooh. What are you? Cooldown. That seems pretty valuable. And then the turret has an upgrade. Ailment damage. Not really what I'm looking for. I think we want crit damage on the turret. Because I think the turret, I'm also using another thing that gives crit chance. Yeah, so the turret's crit chance is 51%, which is higher than my crit chance.
No.
Okay, so we actually already broke this guy. Am I not in range? Is that what's happening here? That was an incredibly easy boss fight. Let's open this. Alright, so this is the end. Let's go ahead, sell a lot of our stuff. Come on. And then we'll go back, grab all that other stuff so we could just sell it as well. Because it's going to be worth a lot of gold for us. Wonder if any of these things could possibly increase our damage. Like, that's not going to. These pants definitely won't, but those might. So why don't we try them real quick? No, they do not. Alright, let's go pick up all the stuff. And then I think we'll just go back to town and call it there for this one. The other stuff is in the top left. Or, I don't know. It's hard to describe a box. I guess it's just the top, the north side of this diamond. Ooh, a new type of shield. Oh. There's enemies over here we have not fought. We just want to make sure we don't accidentally die to something stupid, but I don't think we will. Alright, give me these pants. Give me this little bit of gold. So we spent 7,500 on modifiers, and we made all of that back plus another 10,000 already. Plus we have all this stuff to sell as well. What the heck? What is that? Oh, it's for items. I was like, is this a cursed chest? I can't really tell because it's behind the thing. Do you add damage? No, but it's very close. We got a ring. Rings always have the potential to add lots of damage. Okay, so that ring actually is better than this steel ring that we have. Although I like the steel ring, so I think we'll keep it around. Alright, let's go ahead and sell everything. Alright, and then I think we're just gonna go back to Stormfall. Because I'm just worried about dying and not succeeding.
Ah, you're back in Stormfall. Well, don't ask me about what's been going on. I've barely looked up from my lab.
Alright, so we had less productivity that time, but that's because we only did one floor. So let's go ahead and look at our map. Seekers Garrison, allowing you to send Seekers on expeditions. I don't know how to do that. Scores of new Seekers have been trained and are now waiting your instruction. How do I do that?
Oh, it's you. I was just resting my eyes. So, what'll it be?
Oh, these are projects. They take up one of our projects to actually do this. So we probably don't want to do this at the moment because we were trying to increase our
Welcome back, my lady. Is there anything you
our
wish to
productivity and then increase how many projects we can do. So we're starting with this one.
A sensible project, my lady. We will put some people on it as soon as possible.
Oh, that costs like $15,000. The heck?
There you are, my lady.
How much was that?
Just discussing
That was
some
20,000.
projects we had in mind.
That's why.
Care to hear about them?
Oh, we should check the store, guys. I haven't actually been checking.
Please.
So you can see, like, here, this inventory is pretty useless. I guess this is as well. But here we got some actual yellows. And this is always random. It always refreshes. So, like, some of these could be useful. I'm thinking that none of these... I mean, that's a lot of crit hit damage. Like, how much was this giving? 13? But it was also... Yeah, I guess it was only giving us lightning damage and crit hit damage. While this is giving us occult damage, fire, and 30% crit.
Could I interest you in a belt? A ring? Oh well, keep looking then.
I feel like this will increase our damage. I'm gonna buy it just because gold isn't that important.
Come back soon.
And we'll try it. It does increase our damage by a lot. So, that's good. And it has a whatchamahoo's socket on it. So we could, in theory, put something into it that would give us more of a... Looks like the support 2s generally give more of a type of damage, which is cool. So I guess, should we keep this ring around? We'll keep it for now. A lot of this stuff I feel like it should go into my stash over here. Probably put all this stuff away. And then, so here's where the more rare stuff is gone. So far I've only put uniques here. I have like this amulet. You can see it gives, like, it takes away, a lot of the uniques take away something. Does this one take away something? It doesn't. So this one takes away max health, but it gives you casting speed, almost 50% more just spell damage, which is just insane. And like this one, yeah, it's minus attack speed, but it gives you crit damage and 50% melee damage. So that one's just crazy. Oh, and this is actually giving us 50% attack speed. Also insane. So we'll go ahead and put our armor and stuff. How do I want to organize this? Got weapons on the right. Got accessories here in the middle. Rings down here. And I think these two pistols are ready to go. Like, they were cool, and now they've been heavily outscaled. They have sockets on them, that's why I kept them. I wonder how much it costs to take them out.
So you wish to harness the secret power of gems?
It would cost me 500, but the gems that I put in there are not very good. Like, they're chipped gems, you can see, where, like, the ones we're getting to drop right now are flawed, which are significant. Well, I guess they're not significantly better. Like, the chipped one was giving us 10% attack speed, while this one is going to give us 16%. So they're like about half as good, but the chipped ones are the original ones.
Polish your rings to keep them sparkling?
So I think we're just going to get rid of both of these.
The quality on this one is unmatched.
And I think that's going to do it for this one. We're going to continue next time. I don't know if we want to try another mandate. The mandate seemed a lot more difficult, but we are a little bit stronger now. Either way, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next.